Literally verbalize it. Get it out of your mouth. Not in your own head. Out. You did this to me. You made me feel like this. I hate you for it. You're an idiot. Whatever it is, let it come. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to feel bloody good to get rid of it, right? Let it out. Because the reality is no one's in the room with you. No one's watching. You're doing this by yourself. Now, if you're the coach and you're taking your client through this, they're going to verbalize too. Okay. And you're going to guide them through the positions, but you can do it for yourself. All right. So you start off in position 1 until you've emptied out. Once you finish having your say, take off your hat, take off your shoes, and go stand in position 2. Now you are in position 2. And I want you to put on their hat, put on their shoes, and be them. So you are playing the role of being that person. This is where the magic comes in. Because you are going to be person number 2 looking back at person 1, which is you. Or your client, depending on which way you're doing it. And lo and behold, you're going to let them have it. You made me feel like this. I hate you because of this. I don't like the way you did that, etc. Let it empty out. Because by trying on someone else's hat and someone else's shoes and looking through their own eyes, you're now literally seeing a different perspective. You have shifted your position from someone else's perception. All right. So once position 1 is complete, once position 2 is complete, then you're going to physically move over into position 3. So the third part of the triangle, and you're going to be facing position 1 and 2 from the top of your triangle. And you're going to be able to tell both person 1 and person 2 what you think of them from a dissociative position. So imagine you're the fly on the wall, seeing your body in the picture and telling person number 1 what you think and person number 2 what you think. All right. It's like a mediation. So after you've finished position 3 and let it all out, emptied the vent, let it all out, come back to position 1, put your own shoes back on, put your own hat back on, go through your own eyes, look towards person 2, and you'll notice how different it is. All right. So that is technique number 5 on page 25, perceptual positions. For whatever reason, there is no script for this. So I at least made a diagram to be able to understand that goes on the ground, doing the 3 positions like a triangle. All right, you've got to physically stand up to do this because it makes all the difference being in a standing position, venting your spleen. All right. So if I do this with clients, I literally put this on the floor. If I'm doing it via Zoom, I explain it to them with my image, which is why I've got an image, and then get them to do it around their lounge room. And they will verbalize what they need to say to the other person, but I get to hear it. And I'm just playing mediator. As the coach, I'm just playing mediator. I'm not interfering. I'm just letting the positions play out. All right. But this can be so super effective if someone is holding on to a lot of energy and a lot of conflict from something that happened 20 years ago. It's such a waste of fight or flight system. It's such a waste of neurology. All right. It can be very freeing. Emma.
So just quickly going back, once you have stood in position 3 and talked to position 1 and position 2,
mm-hmm.
do you then go back to being in position 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the test. You've got to go back to the starting point and see how it feels differently.
Okay.
So go back into position 1, facing position 2. So the very first position gets repeated as step 4. I've kept it as position 1 because it is still position 1, but it's step 4. Excellent question. Yes. So you do person 1, which is generally you or your client. Person 2, staring back at person 1, telling them how you feel. Come to person 3, fly on the wall perspective, tell them both people how it is. Come back to person 1. Step 4. All right.
Yeah.
Do either of you lovely ladies have a conflict that needs to be managed in said way? Most don't. Out of all the years I've run this, I think I've seen 2. All right. So again, I do have video of this being done. There's a beautiful Zoom one that we recorded a couple of years ago. It was very, very profound. And that's in the group. All right. So there is video of the technique being done, me taking someone through it. But again, tool in the toolbox. You're not going to use it with everyone. But if you do happen to need it done, you can do it for yourself. Just make sure you physically verbalize. It should be out loud. I imagine it could still work in your head, but there's something so much better about being able to voice it so you hear it. It's getting more of those internal representations involved, because when you voice it, your ears get to be involved. It's not just playing it through your head again, because how many times have you already played it through your head? All right. So there's something very healing about getting it out of your mouth so your ears can hear it. You also need to let it out. If you've been playing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again in your head, guess what? You haven't healed it because you're still doing it. All right. So get it out of your mouth. Just wait till you're home alone and then get your triangle happening. All right. And do it for yourself. It can be self-guided. All right. Let's go do 5 minutes TMP. And any technique we have gone through but haven't had a full demo or experience, it'll be in the group. So that way you get opportunity to review. All right. Super common that we don't have every technique done, practiced in there, because we don't have the people that need it. All right. Tools for the toolbox. You don't crack everyone, right? But you know how to do it.